Hello and welcome. Today I'm doing an unboxing from AGV's latest and greatest helmet, the K6. This is going to be your naked, upright, sport touring helmet style. Still very sporty, but not a race helmet. So let's see what we got. All right, pretty standard so far. The Pinklock, it's an anti-fog resistant shield that you install inside the helmet. And of course, hello. This is Desmo. Everyone meet Desmo's making a guest appearance. Can't get rid of these guys. All right, moving on. So, Pinklock for anti-fog. These things are amazing. If you've never had one, definitely invest in one of these things. They do come standard now on most of AGV's helmets. There's that, nothing else in the box. Oh. Well, little booklet, extras, cleaning, stuff like that. All right. Wow, this is really light. So I'm an extra small, which is obviously a really small size helmet, but I can tell you this feels incredibly light already. So there it is. The one thing that I read about this helmet that they boasted on was the ventilation. This is my previous helmet, and I actually have a couple of these. This is the carbon fiber Pista, and it is a full race helmet. It does have a few vents from the back, but in the muggy environment that I ride in, I've noticed I get really, really hot in it, and I sweat a lot. And I mean, you can't help that when you've got 90% humidity and it's like 95 degrees outside. But I know this helmet, they really worked on designing the interior fabrics and the ventilation system to help with that. Okay, guys, I really wish you could feel this. I can't get over how light this helmet is. Click open. This is good. Notches for 3 different ventilation options if you want to ride with it slightly open. Closes. Comes up nice and easy. Also, I'm noticing right away this entire mechanism is really small. That's a big deal actually, because the smaller this mechanism is, the less room it takes up on the entire shell, and A, more protection you can get, but B, the lighter it is. Let's see here. The inside feels lovely. Very, very smooth, slick, easy to pull this on. And then it's got nice grip around the upper part of the cheek pads. I'm already seeing here pull. So these are emergency release tabs. So if you do have an accident, so they can get the helmet off better without jostling you around, they can just rip these cheek pads right out. This one is DOT rated, obviously, for our United States street riding requirements. So for me, this will be the first time riding in an AGV street designed helmet over the Pista and the Corsa, which is what I'm used to, which are race helmets. So these, for example, I love the tight fit of the race helmet. And I read that the K6 also has a really nice tight fit. They brought that over from their race models over into the street model. As you can see here, I have a cardo system installed on here. It did fit on this helmet great, no problems, but there are no cutout holes for the ears to fit the speakers in there. I've got them kind of like jimmy rigged in there, but it's not very permanent. It works. It doesn't crush my ears, but I can feel it. So I am hoping that in this helmet, I'm going to have a much better time installing this. I already can tell that there is an inlet here for a cutout. So I am really hopeful that I can just stick those in there and I won't even know they're there. So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to see how well that cardo system installs onto this K6. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's a very sleek, nice helmet. It does have a more round look to it. Not as aggressive looking as the race helmet, no big spoiler, but it still carries over that nice shape. As you can see, still very, very much an AGV helmet, if that's what you're used to. The visibility is another thing that is huge to me because I ride a lot in the mountains. I ride a lot, in tuck, looking up through the corner. And when you're traveling in a lot of elevation, you're gonna get that lockout where you can't see, you can see the edge of the top of your helmet or your visor. I've had that issue with some other name brands, which is why I went to the AGV and to the race helmet itself. It does have the biggest visibility port on the market. But I'm going to have to compare. I mean, looking at them, it looks like they're similar, but I won't know till I take this off, actually. So how do you take that off? Looks like it's, yep. It's very similar to the Corsa, but a lot smaller, really tiny. I'll leave that here. See how easy that was? It's a Q7 and a Q8 visor. So let's see, let me just lay this guy over here. And I've laid the new visor over the old one. Looks pretty lined up, pretty perfect. And guys, they look to be the exact same size. Maybe different fitment on the helmets, but visibility-wise, that's pretty spot on same. So that makes me a really happy camper. So, vents. Okay, nice, easy little slide. There's a vent down here. Oh, I see. So these come in through vented on the sides up here. Pretty much same to the Pista. These vents are obviously a lot bigger on here than these, but I'm assuming that's because this just has a different setup. Again, the exit vent is completely different. It does come up more around, so hopefully that vents the heat off the top of the head a lot better. So I'm also noticing this neck roll back here looks very comfortable. I've also read that it's designed to help with sound dampening, so you're not going to hear as much road noise, your exhaust, things like that, wind noise. So I see that as a very, very snug fit. Comparison-wise, yeah, not as snug here. For sure, there's like an opening here, but it's a flap where this is very, very solid and snug. Okay, so next step is to see how this fits and how it handles on the street. So can't wait to try it out. Let's go. And of course, thanks for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you. Ciao.